Hi, you hopefully have been taking a bunch of notes on your topic. I have my notes right here from the Mercer girls, and you've been taking notes in your notebook, one page for each of your essential questions, and now you have to turn them into a hamburger. So I'm going to show you how to take the notes that you've been taking and make them into a hamburger. So you should have 3 essential questions for your topic. Here's my 3 essential questions for the Mercer girls. I'm going to focus on number 1 today. Why did Seattle need women? And what did Asa Mercer decide to do about it? So I'm following my arrow to this one. This is my page of notes. My page of notes about this question. I put the question right at the top. Why did Seattle need women, and what did Asa Mercer decide to do about it? And here's some notes I took about that. This isn't a whole lot of notes on this topic, and they're a little bit messy like real notes are. And you might have a lot more notes than that on every topic, but really you can see I haven't filled up the whole page, but if you've gotten to one whole page of notes about your question, that's enough notes for that topic. Now I'm going to take these notes and I'm going to make them into a hamburger. You probably remember the hamburger. The bun on the top is the topic sentence, and we're going to save that for the next video. The bun on the bottom is the concluding sentence, and we're also going to save that for the next video. So we're just going to focus on the things in the middle. I guess in this hamburger it looks like it's meat, and you think that thing is a tomato in the middle maybe? And then pickles, I think. So anyway, the 3 details in the middle there, we're going to use notes to make these 3 details. I want the 3 details to answer the essential question about why did Seattle need women and what did Asa Mercer decide to do about it. So let's see. Why did Seattle need women? Well, it looks like my first reason there is that children needed teachers and men needed wives. It looks like we also learned that there were lots of men here in Seattle, but not very many women had come here. That definitely helps my answer my question about why Seattle needed women. The other part of the question is what did Asa Mercer decide to do about it? Well, it looks like he decided to invite women from the East Coast. He did that because jobs were abundant here. That means we had a lot of jobs here in Seattle, so that would seem appealing to them. And the Civil War had taken their jobs and a lot of their men from the East Coast. So the women on the East Coast didn't have a very good chance of finding a husband there. Of course, nowadays, women might not be so worried about not finding a husband, but in those times, it was really important for women to find a husband so that they could establish their lives, have a house, have kids. Those things were all dependent on finding a husband at that time, so it was important to them. So now I've taken a highlighter and I highlighted the 3 things that I think would make good details for my hamburger. The first one, this one is the first one, is about the population doubling and the school-age children needing teachers. So I'm going to focus on that one. If you come over here to my pickle section, you can see it's a little bit messy, and that's okay because it's your rough draft. But I wrote a sentence that gives those same details from my notes. The population in Seattle had more than doubled since Seattle was founded, and there were many school-aged children without teachers. I'm going to go back and check and make sure. Why did Seattle need women? Well, I think that definitely helps answer the question, because the population was bigger and there were more kids without any teachers. Great. So the next thing I would do is go to the next thing that I decided would make a good detail. There were lots of men, but fewer women in Seattle. I would write that sentence as detail number 2. And then I would take this 3rd section that I highlighted and make that into the 3rd detail. You might look at that one and say, wow, that's a lot of stuff to put in one sentence. If you need more than one sentence for a detail, that is totally okay. I definitely think this detail, all these things are pretty important to the story, and I would want them in the paper, but they probably need more than one sentence. So if you put a sentence here and it doesn't quite fit when you want to add a second sentence, then you can either make an arrow like this to go to the back of the page if you put another sentence back there, or you can also make a star here and then add down here, the bottom, a star, and put your extra sentence down there. It's really great if you actually end up having more than 3 sentences in the middle part of your hamburger. So if you take each essential question and have a page of notes for it, and then use that page of notes to make a hamburger, you'll have 3 hamburgers. That's an essay. You just wrote an essay. I think you can do it. It's not super hard. If you want to add extra paragraphs or extra hamburgers to your essay, you can. And if you have any other questions, please make sure and ask me at our weekly meetings, or you can always email me if you have questions that you want answered right away. I miss you. Good luck on your topic, and I'll see you later. Bye.